Hi parents, this is Ritu again. As the holiday season progresses, we all get worried that the screen time of the kids are going to increase. Now, why the screen time fails? That's a very important question, that why we are not able to stick to the screen time. We all know there are multiple things that you can do with your kid, but what makes it harder for you to basically work out and not sticking to the plan? So in my humble opinion and in my experience, what I see, it fails because kids know they can sneak. The time they know that they can sneak, they try to, I'm bored, they constantly try to bug you. So at the end of the day, you started giving because you're working, you are busy, you are cooking, or you have guests or some or the other thing. So the most important thing is one thing at a time, setting the expectations absolutely right. So there are some of the tricks or some of the things that I would like to make you aware. So in first holidays or in any of the holidays, if you're a bit strict with the routine, or if you're a bit kind of like setting an expectations correct, then your coming vacations will be a bit easier for you to handle in terms of screen time. So having said that, as you can see, I have got a mandalas, I have got a calligraphy, I have got this um, hand mandala making, and the gratitude general. So this is mainly for the teens, which I'm focusing at the moment. Is when kids have break, they wanted to have multiple activities in a set routine. It is very important to set that expectation in their mind, that this is only time you will be getting phones. If you're on a phone for half an hour you will be spending time in the thing you're grateful for, or 15 minutes for this and 15 minutes for any one of the activity which they like. At the same time, you have to give them the options. You do not have to make the room full of books, but you have to give one at a time. So you can see, you can give sketching books, you can do this. You definitely, we all look for the classes and everything, but what in my opinion, classes only end for some time, and when they come home they again go back to phone. So basically the habit building is not working, which is making our life a bit of a mess, because they are constantly on phones, and sometimes for the crazy hours. And sometimes giving them the random papers, put them on their desk and let them doodle whatever they doodle, whether good, bad, worse, don't worry about it, but just put them on their desk, and that will give them an upper hand to kind of doodle in their own senses. You can choose to do your mandala with them, and they can do their mandalas. That's a very good bedtime routine, which you can do 1 hour before sleeping, doing some coloring activity depending upon the likes and dislikes of your kid. You can choose the kind of activity. When it comes to teens, providing them with a diary is a very good idea, because they can write in their diaries, and they can work around that. But again, it all depends on what kind of a kid you are, and at the same time it depends on you as a parent, that how much you can keep up with this. Because if you're constantly ignoring a kid for a longer period of time, they tend to sneak into the phones for sure. So you have to set an expectations that this is a time to study. If you see a phone or a TV for 1 hour, if you wanted to see it after half an hour or 1 hour, then you have to finish this. They get used to for the routine in one vacations, and whenever the another vacations are going to come out, trust me, your work is way more easier. You just have to set the right expectations for first 2-3 vacations. Your life will be far more easier. You have to be a bit involving as well, because sometimes they want your attention, and I think it's a better way to include each other as a family time. You can make a vision board with them as well, where you can put a nice quotes, and the way they believe in, the things they wanted. They can make a vision board for themselves if they are teens and stuff. So this is kind of activity which you wanted to work out with your kids. You can introduce quilting, organizing, and different kind of activities, because if they have 1 hour of phone and then one half an hour of an activity, and like that you can schedule it accordingly. And trust me, they enjoyed and handling the task better. The peace in the house, of course, because if kids are constantly not working or constantly on a phone, of course you don't feel good about it, you feel guilty about your parenting, and that saves a lot of energy in the house. And I hope these tips are helpful to you. Happy parenting. See ya.